All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to DBHS, Dio's Bizarre Holiday Singles. We're here with another matchup in Tier 2, this time between Dark Jeremi1234, also known as Raikai, and Nuni. I'm Dio. I'm here with Sad Shiba for another match. How's it going, man?
Hey man, I'm chilling, I'm doing good. I'm continuing to look forward to more matches. Thought I'd continue the Yap train. Yeah, this time we're going from a tragic tier 1 battle to now a potentially fire tier 2 battle, depending on how it goes. I'm looking forward to see what goes down here.
And I'm unsure why my laser client does not have chat. It's a little bit odd here. Let's just toggle that, I guess. And yeah, no, still does not have chat for me. So I'm just going to see if I can switch off and switch back on and hopefully get chat on the laser client. That would be great if I can do that. I guess it just won't let me. So I'm gonna troubleshoot real quick. Go to a technical difficulty screen here. In the meantime, yeah, Dark Jeremi, also known as Raikai, pretty well-known Canadian tournament player. Nuni, not someone that I am super familiar with, though in their group has done pretty well so far, I believe. Does have... Actually, this might be the first that we've seen of Nuni. No, did lose to Kivik Bestin earlier on in the groups, and actually did FF versus Genryu Kaiko later on yesterday. So at this point is 0-2. Maybe can get out of the group, but is going to be a little bit tough to do so.
Yeah, looking at the MPs from both players, seems like they're doing their little warm-ups right now, so have a bit of time to chill and take a look at the results generally from previously. Seems like this match went from both players losing their previous matches, their most recent ones at least. Dark Jeremi losing to Genryu Kaiko, also known as Genderbender, who's a very popular Canadian high-ranking tournament player. And then Nuni taken down by Kivik Bestin. So both pretty polarizing scores from what I can see. Dark Jeremi definitely seems to have a pretty decent variety. He has quite a good amount of scores on DT, good scores on Hidden, good scores on the lower CS hard rock map, so potentially Precision, a smaller weakness, if not a banned map. For Nuni, though, it appears to be a different story. In fact, the scores generally here are a lot lower in comparison to Jeremi from what I can see on here, which definitely seems to put Jeremi as the favorite generally in terms of consistency. This is a very low SR pool, and those who are more consistent don't need ceiling at this degree, right? You need to be consistent, you need to be well-rounded, and also learn some of these maps, because some of them are very strict on the gimmick.
Yep.
Maps like Horse Race, maps like Jimmy Neutron are also really funky. So, yeah.
Yeah. Just talking about the group as well, we saw Genryu Kaiko actually completing all of their matches already. So he's completely done. He went 1-2, took 1 point against Dark Jeremi, but lost the match, and then got a win by default against Nuni, and then lost by FF against Kivik Bestin. So ended up 1-2. Dark Jeremi so far has played only the one match so far against Genryu Kaiko, did win that 5-1, has yet to play against Kivik Bestin. Kivik Bestin as well, won by default against Genryu Kaiko, and then won against Nuni 1-5, so is currently 2-0. So right now the top contenders to get out of the group are Dark Jeremi and Kivik Bestin, Krabby. Kivik Bestin, the Icelandic player formerly known as Krabby. It looks like no warm-up for Raikai here. So we're just going to get right to the picks and bans. And luckily, my laser client did decide to properly load the chat this time. So we're all good now.
chill. Everything's nice and set. The warm-up saved us a little bit. So that's chill. Got to thank the warm-up pick to let us survive a bit. But yeah. I mean, this matchup seems to favor Dark Jeremy, Raikai. I should call him Raikai, shouldn't I? I should get used to that.
Yeah, close enough, yeah.
But it just generally seems like consistency game and score average is a lot higher in favor of Raikai here. Nuni seems to be a similar player to players like Lexu, where very high ceiling, but very low on the consistency, and accuracy was a bit of an issue as well, generally. So on the back foot, but looking at the picks and bans so far, Nuni getting rid of the Hard Rock 2, which is a little surprising to me, considering that Jeremy did not play any precision maps or any of the smaller circle size maps in the pool in his previous match. So seems like Nuni has a little trick up his sleeve, if not just way too afraid of that map and not comfortable at all to want to play it, with DT1 and DT2 banned from Raikai, which this one makes a lot more sense, at least in my eyes.
Yeah, a lot of Canadian tournament players, very good on aim, not very good on speed. So I think it does make sense to leave up the DT3 and the Nomad 2. Those are kind of the most accessible speedier maps in the pool. There's an argument for DT1 depending, but I mean, Nomad 2 is OD7, so the accuracy is not that tough here. And of course, Nuni with the DT3 left up is going to first pick that. Not a surprise with Nuni being better at DT, Raikai not really being a DT player. I think it just makes a lot of sense for Nuni to pick into this.
Yeah, chill, easy pick here from Nuni. You know, identify weaknesses straight away, and in turn, just going with whatever's left. You also do have Nomad 2, which is Rogue Limitation. Despite still being tapping, is a lot more accessible for Raikai, which makes sense. You know, DT1 being quite fast, reliant on those general mechanical consistencies on top of the AR 10.2. And then you have DT2, which is just the most mechanical heavy map in the pool, with consistent finger control and speed. So, although this is the last super specialized tapping map you have here for Nuni, you do also have that second no-mod slot in Rug as well, if you wanted to lean into more tapping.
All right, we'll get into it soon here. Raikai versus Nuni on the DT3. Just waiting on Raikai, it looks like. Maybe turning on the rapid trigger, I don't know. Getting the
Perhaps,
getting the DT skin together, putting on the rapid trigger, changing the settings. I don't know, but all good to go now. Good luck, have funds are out. Get into the first pick of this match. Nuni needing a win here, I think, really, to have a chance at getting out of the group. With the group state being what it is, with Genryu Kaiko being 1 and 2, you have to at least match that if you want to get out of the group at all. So getting a win here for Nuni, very, very important, having already lost to Krabby and having lost by forfeit against Genryu Kaiko. If Nuni loses here, 100% guaranteed out of the group.
Yeah, stakes are high here for Nuni. And thankfully for him so far, it's going well. This map is really, really short as well. It's only 1 minute long. And although this is mainly meant to testing your speed mechanics, a lot of it in there as well are in its sliders and its buzz sliders, which, you know, if you're a rapid trigger, a little bit scary. A little rapid trigger players are seeing a little bit of fear with the buzz sliders. You've got to be very much on your toes and very locked in to make sure you don't slip up on any of those, drop too many slider ends, or drop combo off of the buzz sliders from sliders there. And Nuni unfortunately does fall victim to them. And with that, with the ending coming through, it's getting really close.
Oh,
and
no!
Raikai might get the flip, and it's there. Breakpoint right under Nuni's nose to start this off.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to find the slider break for Nuni, and really a lot of the work there done by the accuracy for Raikai. 5 100s versus 28 100s. Both players slider breaking once. Way less combo for Raikai, but it just doesn't matter because that accuracy 5% lead for Raikai on this map, and so it's just not gonna go the way of Nuni there. With a 5% ac lead, you have to really, really combo game, and it just barely was not enough for Nuni to take that point.
Fortunately not, and that's one of the few saving grace maps that, you know, we would identify to be strong here for Nuni. But it wasn't the case for them, unfortunately. Just barely as well. Off of the sliders, what we were talking about as the fair point of this map outside of its tapping. Catches them out. And that gives Raikai a lot of footing to look into, a lot of options here. Nuni's score average generally overall was not the highest against Kvig Beston, did have a couple notable scores that were relatively high, such as potentially the normal 3, depending on how they're done, but that was banned, so it's taken away. It doesn't really matter much in that regard, as Towards the Horizon is picked here for Raikai instead.
Yeah, this is the alt Hard Rock pick. I think picking Hard Rock generally is probably a good idea, given that Nuni did ban out the Hard Rock 2. I feel like Hard Rock 1's maybe a little bit better of a pick, but if you feel a lot more consistent on Hard Rock 3, if you think Hard Rock 1 is a bit of a gamble in terms of what kind of score you can get, then Hard Rock 3 here is still a great choice. Towards the Horizon, CS3 without mods, so only CS 3.9 with Hard Rock, which is basically normal circle size, but still AR10, OD10. Only 5.57 stars, I believe, on this, but 154, 155 BPM flow alt is the name of the game on this map. One really tricky expanding, rotating triangle wiggle at the start of the map that is a real axe sink for a lot of players, and you can miss there. If you do miss there, the first half's a lot easier than the second, so it might just be game over off that one miss if either of these players misses this pattern right here, but they both hit it, and they have pretty much identical axe, so now we have a game on our hands is what we have with both players hitting it there.
Yeah, Tracer's on here. Nuni with a minor rack advantage, giving them a small lead, but it's such by a tiny degree. And considering both players have dropped quite a bit of act towards the start, it's safe to say that there's going to be more drops to come. But this session here particularly, not really the most difficult test here. You're going to be looking at the second half where the spacing of the flow is going to hit a little harder. Some of the patterning is going to be a bit more spaced, which could lead to some misses, even chain misses, which could be even more dramatic. But no, both of these players are being very capable and pretty high, and considering this pool is quite low in star rating generally, it's going to really matter here. As the act drops from Nuni do end up conceding the flip, it's going to be in hopes of that combo game to be the deciding factor. Cut streams, couple drops there from Raikai, and that in turn makes it practically dead even here. And you still got more to go. These slider jumps and these space patterns are really going to be what matters, but it's not really, it's looking really even at the moment. I can't really call anything until somebody misses. That square pattern could have been it, but Nuni slider breaks afterwards, and that's going to be it. That's over. Now Raikai, as long as he doesn't slip up or chain miss, as long as his nerves don't get the better of him, this map is all but his.
Yeah, I think it's already over 180,000 score lead now, basically instantly for Raikai after that slider break from Nuni, and that is going to be a 2-0 start to the match for Raikai. Again, Nuni, you lose this match, you go out of the group 3-0, so this is do or die for Nuni, needs this win. Raikai, I believe, already up 1-0, so would like the win here for sure. Would make getting out of the group as first seed a lot easier if you are able to convert this match into a win. And again, just one slider break for Nuni. Might have lost anyway on the accuracy there, 23 100s to 21, but would have been way closer without that one slider break. So still a pretty unlucky break there. Even if it may have still been a loss, it would have been at least very, very close. Still would have had a chance to take that win, but not meant to be, unfortunately, there. And now we're going to get into the next pick for Nuni. I feel like you have to expect Rog Unlimitation after the DT3. Yeah, it didn't quite go your way, but maybe you're able to win it regardless. If you're not going Rog Unlimitation, this pool has a couple of other more consistency-focused picks. If you just want aim, there's Jimmy Neutron. If you want more consistency, there is Dreamless Wanderer. Of course, the hidden pool exists as well. You have some more alt and tech in the hidden 1 and hidden 3. You do have more aim in the Hard Rock 1, but given the Hard Rock 2 ban, I don't think Nuni wants to pick into that. And if you have memorized it, you can pick Horse Race. And here we go. We get Horse Race. Open up the tracks. Open up the casino stands for this one. Taking all bets on this race.
Are they going black or are they going red? Are they drawing aces or do they have a fluke? Are they bluffing or are they folding? What are they doing? We'll never know until the gamble is finished.
I'll put all my bets on number 5, please. It's got the best return rate.
Ah, I see. I've never horse raced before because I don't gamble and I don't watch horse racing. So I got no clue how that works, but I assume by number 5 you mean the number 5 horse.
Yeah, I don't know.
On the stands. Yeah. Look, 14 is there and he's in the lead, so I'm going to vote for 14 if there are 14 horses on a single track.
Long champ.
Long champ.
Long Champ. That's the horse name. Long Champ, apparently.
You know, it reminds me of those Japanese ads of Long Long Man. Do you know Long Long Man?
No, I don't.
Oh, dude, I have to show you the compilation after this.
Oh,
Anyway, horse race. Nuni missed.
Nuni, come on, man. Okay, no, it was Bancho.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Raikai missed. Okay. All
Is
right.
that Bancho?
No, that doesn't
also
look like Bancho.
No way.
It is possible to slide break there. You go around the corner, you go back and forth twice, and then now you just keep going around, hit all the corners, and then see that next inner path that they have to take? That one is at about 1050 combo. But Raikai, you need the FC if you're going to remember stuff based off combo, so he might not actually be able to remember when that curve comes through. So he might break again. One more rotation here. This is the one. Yep, he missed. He missed on it.
No, he doesn't know. You called it. You actually called it perfectly, dude. What? How do you know these things?
Because
anyway, well,
you watch horse race enough times, you just memorize where it happens. You know, you just see.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Well, I mean, in that case, Nuni's just running away with it. He knew what was going on, and he's making the most of it there. No necessary spin to win. It's nice and safe. Can go for a chill, relaxed spin, and he's all good.
Completely safe.
He's probably pissed out and be like, "Yeah, I won." Yeah, look, he's cooling down now. Raikai.
Yeah, Raikai
At least finish the Dio, man. At least finish the Dio drawing, dude. Come on, finish the Dio drawing, please, please. Raikai, finish the Dio drawing. Raikai, what are you doing? What?
He was not happy with that horse race. He was not happy with that race.
Darn it, Raikai. The heck, man. Oh well. C for cinema here for Nuni.
D for
that is done
for Raikai.
Well, that's a point of the board there for Nuni. But unfortunately, you got 4 more to go.
Yeah. No more memorization picks in the pool. You can no longer be rewarded for just memorizing a map. So, gonna have to pick something real here on the next pick for Nuni. As we get hidden 1 for Raikai. Karen Setsugetsuka. This is a Skystar and Fonzin collab diff on this set. A lot of little wonky rhythm choices in this map. A little bit of slider aim, a lot of high spacing triple aim as well with the aim control requirements here. It's a pretty standard tech map at 5.5 stars. It's honestly quite a difficult tech map for a 5.5 star map. So we have seen quite a lot of people break on this and not just, you know, double FCs over and over again.
And this one being one of the more proper, appropriate maps here for tournaments. 2 minutes, 50 seconds long, pretty typical of a hidden 1 length. And this being with a Skystar Fanzin collab, you're going to be seeing some consistent hidden patterns with generally quite a few slider jump patterns, particularly. That's probably more reminiscent of Skystar than Fanzin, but regardless, it is there. But that hidden reading consistency is still present as well. It's AR 9.2, although higher than AR 9, that would make it difficult in reading. It's still present with this reading difficulty, especially with how many sliders there are on this map. So you've got to be consistent, and Nuni not winning that game so far, as that break earlier on is going to give Raikai an advantage of access as well from Raikai going to the next side of the map. SS broken.
Yeah, does break the SS, but Nuni breaks the combo once again, and now it's just full combo to not FC with about a 400 combo advantage for Raikai. Still holding on to that FC. Another break to come through for Nuni. Now a 530 combo lead for Raikai with even more breaks for Nuni. And this map just looks very, very uncomfortable for Nuni. Raikai far, far more comfortable on this sort of a pick. So going to be able to, I think, close this one out pretty cleanly. Already up 240,000 score, more than double Nuni's score, just halfway in. So absolutely looking way better on this pick. And at this point, the only way Nuni wins this is by complete meltdown on the opposite side and Nuni FCing the rest of the map, which, based on what we've seen so far, not particularly likely.
Yeah, Raikai's very, very clean on the draw with this one. Solid accuracy for this map. Hit that KI time clearly. Hit the triples just before the KI time as well. Hits the buzz sliders without problem. Aims the sliders just right also. Nuni just really can't catch a break on this map, unfortunately. Probably a slight sign of unpractice as well. Completely misaiming the slider. and just generally not having a consistent combo, low AC as well. Not a good map here, unfortunately for Nuni. And the white guy is exceeding that 99% AC mark, but does drop a little bit. So as long as he perfectly hits this ending, which he won't, he will indeed go down. But doesn't really mean much. He's still got the map point, and that's going to be 3 points up now for him.
And yeah, that'll be it. Not quite the FC for Raikai, but far more than enough. 550,000 score lead for him, and a 3-1 point lead for Raikai after that hidden 1 pick. So Nuni, again, still on the back foot. No break point taken back yet for Nuni. Did put a point on the board with Horse Race, but really, really important pick coming up here for Nuni. If you do lose this next pick, you go down 4-2, or 4-1, excuse me. It would be match points for Raikai with the next pick. And so, well, you know, Shiba, we were off to the horse races on the last one. Let's go gambling again. Jimmy Neutron theme for Nuni here. 34 seconds, variable timing, AR 9.2, with full-on cross-screen jumps in this map. It's actually gambling time. This map is one heck of a gamble. So Nuni is absolutely going to need, gonna have, well, you know, maybe this is their best chance. Maybe this is their best chance. And if you do win this, it potentially opens up something like Hard Rock 1 for later on.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Got a blast. 34 seconds long. Who's the most mind blocked? Who slips up on these crazy base cross screen jumps? So far, so good for both sides. The AC is in favor of Raikai, but combo game's still high. He's still got a few more jumps. Any misses coming through? Doesn't seem like it. And unfortunately for Nuni, despite getting the full combo, Raikai is having none of it.
Last slider. Last slider.
Wait. Oh.
No, they both 300 it.
Okay.
I've seen the map flip based off a slider break on that slider before. So, hold your breath a little bit until the very, very end on that map. But not going to be the win for Nuni. It was close. It was a double FC, but I think there's the throat punch from Raikai hidden 2. This is not something particularly accessible to the average player. This is definitely a map that is far better for tournament players than for non-tournament players. And from what I've seen of Nuni, not as much a tournament player as a lot of the other participants here. So I have a feeling this is going to go pretty well for Raikai. Taboo Tears You Up by Red Alice, mapped by DJ Pop, submitted 2009, AR8, CS5, 5.1 stars, which was very high star rating at the time this was submitted. And 180 BPM, it is what we call time distance equal. It preserves time distance equality. So jumps are the same distance throughout the entire map. They're all the same distance apart. And when there's 1-1 gaps, those are also wider apart than the jumps. When there's streams, you still have constant cursor velocity. So effectively, this map, it's all the same cursor velocity the entire way through, which makes for a very, very flow aim heavy map experience overall, with all of these linear jump patterns. And that can be very, very awkward for a lot of players. You throw on hidden with it being AR8 on top of that, and you get something that is really niche. A couple of early misses here, but way more AC drops for Nuni. Does have the combo lead for now, but is fighting against a 5% AC lead for Dark Jeremy.
That combo game, though, is helping Nuni by a good margin. Hopefully that is the only miss that he concedes, because at the moment he is gaining, but gonna say that for a little while because Raikai is chasing, and this accuracy is actually gonna still give him that flip. Accuracy so high that it's not gonna mean much, but it's clear they can slip up, and unfortunately for both players, unfortunately for Nuni, he does lose the combo, but that trade does have a little potential. But again, accuracy is the game at the moment. When combos are so close, such a huge gap in AC is going to be really noticeable in the score.
Here's the big wiggle stream at the top of the screen, and Nuni is the only one to miss. And that might just be the map. Dark Jeremy, Raikai still holding onto that combo through the wiggle stream at the top of the screen there. And I think that might just be the map because Nuni has missed once again. The score lead now up to 100k, and another couple of misses coming through for Nuni with 99 AC for Raikai. This score lead increases so quickly on any combo drops for Nuni. And that is going to be indeed the match. Nuni knows, stops playing, looks at the scoreboard, says GG. And that is going to be the match. That is 5-1 for Raikai, 5-1 for Dark Jeremy. GG, well played, and congrats to Raikai on, I think getting out of the group. I'm going to double check here, but did beat Genryu Kaiko and now has beaten Nuni, so is at least 2 wins. And yeah, that will indeed be a group exit for Raikai there.
Didn't Raikai lose to Genryu Kaiko?
No, other way around.
Am I wrong?
Genryu Kaiko won to Dark Jeremy 5. So Dark Jeremy is now 2-0 in the group, whereas Genryu Kaiko is 1-2 and Nuni is 0-3. So unfortunately for Nuni, not able to win a match there. It does happen when you are 3rd seed in a group with a couple of really good tournament players, right? Genryu Kaiko, Dark Jeremy, and Kvik Bestin are all pretty well-known tournament players. So that's a tough group, unfortunately, for Nuni, but hopefully enjoyed playing in the tournament. Hopefully enjoyed abusing Horse Race here against Dark Jeremy. Unfortunately, Nuni not making it out of the group. Will finish last in the group. Dark Jeremy guaranteed top 2, as Genryu Kaiko went 1-2, so is guaranteed 3rd. Both Kvik Bestin and Dark Jeremy are currently 2-0 in the group. Their match is coming up in just about 30 minutes to decide the group placements once and for all. Both of them are already guaranteed to get out of the group, but the winner of this match will get out in sole possession of first, no matter what the scoreline is, because the winner will go 3-0 in the group. So stay tuned for that. We're also going to have Mid-Sea versus North Sign coming up soon. I'm going to just double check where that group is. But for this match, congratulations again to Dark Jeremy on guaranteeing getting out of the group, and thank you to Nuni for playing. Hope you enjoyed the tournament.